Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel where we have 3 already existing projects that I see massive potential in and that I think are undervalued at the moment. So we're gonna cover why I really like these projects, what they have coming in the future. So if you get any value from this video at all, do consider to subscribe and obviously smash that like button. It would be highly appreciated. And if there's any other projects you want me to cover here on the channel in the future, do let me know down in the comment section. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitter and check out my Patreon. Both links will be down in the description. So the links to all of these projects I talked about in today's video, of course, so that you can go and do your own research on them, because nothing I say is financial advice as always. But with all of that said, let's jump right into this first project. Okay, and the first project we're going to talk about today is Solana Puppy Bounce. This is a really interesting project that I hold myself, and the way I got introduced to this project was actually really cool because I was on the Soul Boys podcast with Jersey, Grish, and Cody on Chain on Saturday, and the founder behind this project actually decided to get up on stage with us and introduce his project and what they're doing, and we all were really impressed. I think actually all of us ended up buying some of these NFTs. So obviously he had a great pitch and they're doing a lot of interesting things, so I decided to feature it in today's video and go over what they're doing and why I got so bullish. So basically, when we did that live stream on Saturday, these were sitting at a 1.8 Solana floor with 150 NFTs listed, and as you can see right now, they're almost at 3 Solana floor with only 91 listed. So a lot has happened only in the last couple of days, and as it states right here, this is a collection of 4,444 Solana blockchain puppies ready to be staked and fight for treats dominance. SPP is the Solana blockchain's first risky protocol staking game. Different breeds and scenarios give different token yields. So that's like the main selling point behind this project, because they're actually doing a gamified staking, which is really interesting. So basically, this collection consists of 3 different breeds. You have the Shibas right here, you have the Frenchie Bulldogs, and you have the Huskies down here. The Huskies are currently the most valuable because they earn the most from staking, and if we go over to their staking website, they actually have 4 different scenarios. So right now you can see that 81% of the Frenchies are staked, 90% of the Huskies are staked, and 85% of the Shibas, and whichever breed has more staked NFTs will earn the most yield. So it's basically like a competition within the community behind this project, because if some parts of the community hold Shibas and another holds Huskies, they are kind of fighting against each other and trying to get the most NFTs staked so that they will earn the most yield for themselves. And here you have the 4 scenarios where the Frenchies are kind of in the middle. So if you want some safe and consistent staking yields, the Frenchies are definitely the breed to go with, because as you can see, they have 180, 180, 190, 190 with all of these 4 scenarios, so it's pretty consistent, while the Huskies have 200, 300, 200, 300, and the Shibas have 110, 210, 120, and 220. These 4 scenarios are basically if there are more staked Shibas than staked Huskies, and there are more staked Shibas than staked Frenchies, this scenario will count. If there is less staked Shibas than staked Huskies, and there are more staked Shibas than staked Frenchies, this scenario will count. And as you can see from these amounts, the scenario 2 is currently in play because there are less staked Shibas than staked Huskies, and there are more staked Shibas than staked Frenchies. So currently Huskies are earning way more than the Shibas, as you can see. Scenario 3 basically is there are more staked Shibas than staked Huskies, there are less staked Shibas than staked Frenchies, and scenario 4 is there are less staked Shibas than staked Huskies, and there are less staked Shibas than staked Frenchies. So just this entire gamified staking mechanic is really cool, something I've never seen in another project, and it for sure helps to build a solid and tight community. Basically fighting against each other and just implementing this gamified staking makes people really engaged in the project. So for sure, huge shout out to the team behind this project for making this gamified staking, and obviously huge shout out to one of the founders, because on like a 5-minute notice he actually came up on stage with me, Grish, Cody, and Jersey to talk about their project, and they are actually coming out with their 3D pups really soon as well. The mint pass for these 3D pups are currently live, so you can go ahead and mint one of these mint passes to get one of these 3D pups, and they're actually doing something really exciting for the mint for these pups as well. So basically everyone mints one of these mint passes, and then once the actual mint starts, there will be a 20% chance of your 3D pup that you mint being stolen. So 20% of the mint will get stolen, and you can basically get it back by bribing with these treats token. If you decide to bribe, you can get it back. If you don't, the NFT will go to an auction house and be auctioned off, and then all the treats token that will be earned from both bribing and the auctions will get burned. So that's a really interesting burning mechanic that they're doing as well. This team is definitely good at just creating unique scenarios and different mechanics. So Solana Puppy Bounce is for sure a really interesting project. If you hold this project, do let me know down in the comment section which breed you hold, which team you are on. I really like their staking mechanic and the community behind this project, because this gamified staking is just really really cool, and it creates a really tight and engaging community, so for sure a project worth looking into. Okay, now the second project we're gonna cover today is Chest Finance, and this is basically the DeFi Pirates NFTs, currently sitting at 5.5 Solana floor, 460 listed, and they have a total volume of over 62,000 Solana, which is crazy. This is basically what their NFTs look like, and these guys are also doing something really cool and impressive and really interesting. So this is obviously a DeFi project, and they are actually coming out with their Treasure Island game. So they do have a full white paper split in 4 parts that recently came out. So this first part is about the token and the basic game features, and if any of you guys are familiar with DeFi Kingdoms, it's a really popular DeFi game on the Harmony blockchain, which really popped off a couple of months ago, and they're basically trying to build something similar, but obviously with their own touch on things. And just with the success we saw from DeFi Kingdoms and the success we've seen from something like the Remnants here on Solana too, I see huge potential in this project. So what's Chest and Treasure Island? Chest Finance was the first ever structured products vault to launch on Solana on November 18th, 2021. So this is an OG project. They have been here for months already and done great so far. Since then, Chest V1 has processed over 6 different chests, consistently earning over 10 to 50% yield for stakers, which is some crazy yield right there, and processing over $150 million in volume without selling any tokens to venture capitalists. On January 18th, Treasure Island Chest V2 was born alongside our first generation of DeFi Pirate NFTs. Treasure Island is the natural evolution from Chest V1, from pure DeFi yield protocol to GameFi ecosystem where utility NFTs meet DeFi in the Treasure Island metaverse. Powering this entire ecosystem will be the Chest token, the DeFi C Council DAO, the gameplay utility-driven NFT characters, and loot. Players will be able to make the island their home, go on quests, farm loot, discover hidden treasures, sail the DeFi seas for new land, and engage in PvP battles, all while staking their yield in real DeFi protocols, earning lending APY, and trading across dexes. So just a ton of plans and an entire GameFi ecosystem with a bunch of utility, a really interesting game, and this isn't even far into the future. I believe their token IDO is happening like start of April, so in not too long for their Chest token, and I believe their first version of this game will also release in April around there, so in not long at all. So is it a game or a DeFi protocol? It's neither and both at the same time. It's a new experience and merger between traditional games and pure DeFi yields. It's Treasure Island. And then they have some more information about the Chest token. The Chest token will power the future of Treasure Island. And then you have some of the basic game features. You have the tavern. The tavern is ran by Old George. It's where players go to find quest masters and cool down with a cold beer. You have Town Hall, where the DeFi C Council meets to vote on proposals, enact changes, and reform policies. You have Moneylender Hut. The Moneylender Hut, ran by Jack the Stack, is where players go to either lend their assets and earn a passive yield, borrow new tokens, or stake into riskier structured products offered by different DeFi protocols. You have the market, which is players can go to trade, buy, sell their loot. Loot is sold on an open market between players. You have the shipyard, where players can trade, buy, sell, and upgrade ships. You have the exchange house, which is their DEX. You have the greenhouse, which is where players can farm their tokens for increased yield. And you have cave, portal, dock, shooting range, volcano, and so much more coming in the future. So it's really detailed. Obviously, if you want to go and do your own research on this, link will be down below in the description. I for sure recommend checking out their white paper because they have so many cool things coming. And then the second part of their white paper talks about the gameplay and DeFi Pirate NFTs. The third part talks about the DeFi C Council, DAO, and investing. And the fourth part talks about development and Treasure Island World roadmap. And as you can see right here in the fourth part, in March you have Treasure Island World trailer and game release date. So the trailer and the date for the game release is coming really soon, and in the beginning of April you do have the token IDO and the game release, as I said earlier. So this isn't far into the future, it's right around the corner, which is really exciting. And right here you basically have the website where you can stake for some great yields, you can swap, and Treasure Island coming soon. So DeFi Pirates and Chest Finance is for sure a really interesting project that I'm invested into myself. I really believe in this project and this team. There are a lot of huge players into this project as well. So just overall, really exciting project that I'm a huge fan of. Okay, now the third and final project we're going to cover today is SolRealty DAO. This is a collection of 1,313 properties inspired by Miami, New York City, and Mexico City. It's a metaverse DAO staking for their income token in metaverse real estate agency. And if we take a look at their website, this is what it looks like. Stake now and earn income tokens. SolRealty NFT holders will be granted access to our metaverse real estate DAO. Discover how we plan on revolutionizing virtual real estate. And here's basically how it works. So the Solana NFT collection has a total supply of 3,000. So they will actually launch the rest of their supply supply, but not in the near future. It's in like 1 or 2 months. So right now the supply will stay at 1,313. And basically this collection consists of 600 houses, 300 nightclubs, and 100 hotels in these 3 different cities, where 33% of the staking rewards will go to the hotels, 33% will go to the nightclubs, and 33% to the houses, which means that the hotels actually earns 3 times as much from staking than the nightclubs and 6 times as much from the houses, because 33% of the total staking rewards are split between only these 100 hotels and 33% are split between these 300 nightclubs, which means less staking yield, and the remaining 33% is split between these 600 houses, which means they earn the least by staking. And that also means that the hotels are obviously the most valuable, then nightclubs, and then small houses. So basically have this supply in all of these 3 different cities: Miami, New York, and Mexico City. Here you have some more about the project. Metaverse real estate is increasing in popularity every day. Our goal at SolRealty is to create a DAO with its main focus in investing and developing in different metaverses. The DAO will have different positions of leadership that will be chosen through elections in our community. It's a revenue sharing DAO with other utility like staking. We will aim at revolutionizing metaverse real estate through our real estate agency and DAO allocation. So they are coming out with a real estate agency in the future too, which is really exciting. They also currently have a DAO that currently holds 600 Solana, so a pretty massive DAO as of right now, and this will probably grow in the future as well. And the DAO basically decides everything, so it's for sure a community driven project. And they actually released staking only a couple of days ago, and there's already over 1,000 NFTs staked out of the total 1,313. So that's pretty crazy. In only a couple of days already, like well over 70% of the supply is staked. Then they have the hotel project. The metaverse hotel project will begin after the project is sold out. The community will vote on a few pieces of virtual land. The community could decide to pivot from this plan or cancel altogether. It's all up to the DAO members, but this project will include a full casino, nightclub, rooms and suites, comedy, theater, and NFT holders get access and exclusive perks to all hotel amenities. A percentage of hotel project revenue will be allocated to the NFT holders as well. Towards the bottom of the page, you have meet the team. These are the 3 core people, and then you have the mods and admins down here. Now this collection minted for 1.45 Solana for whitelist and 1.65 for the public sale, and they're currently sitting at 1.8 Solana with over 650 Solana volume already. It's not that long since they launched either. It's only been like a week, I believe, and only 58 listed out of the 1,313 supply. So for sure a community of diamond hands, and the volume is also pretty good with multiple sales every single day, which is what you like to see. And right here you also have their staking platform. So overall, SolRealty DAO is another really interesting project which has a lot of cool plans as well. Over 80% staked, as you can see right here, in only like 2 days, I believe, since they launched their staking. They have a great community. The DAO basically decides everything for this project. So overall, another really interesting project. The link will obviously be down below, so will all of these other links to these projects I talked about in today's video. And there you go. Those were the 3 projects in today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, do remember to smash that like. Also consider to subscribe if you got any value from this video at all. I think these are 3 great projects, and if you want me to cover any specific projects going forward on the channel, do let me know down in the comment section. Also follow me over on Twitter and check out my Patreon group, links down below. With all of that said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.